Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Jar Games Factorio Space Age. And I did a few things between rounds, but in this episode, we are going to finish plugging in the green circuits and the red circuits, all the copper on this side. And then we are going to place down our oil. And that should be good for this episode. And then the next episode, we'll get our new hub going, but yeah, let's just jump right into it. Okie dokie, and okie dokie if you like to smoky. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I just did some crazy like belt magic over here and redid some of the trains in between episodes here. Just had to connect the actual train lines and etc. So now we have a little bit more of a functioning train system where the trains are actually coming over here and depositing ore, and well, they're filling up, which is great. So yeah, they'll fill up. All of these will also fill up with 100 plates, so we'll have a nice buffer here when we actually want to get started. But yes, the issue now is that I have to connect all of these copper lines over to the green circuits, and so I figured, hey, this is where I'll start. You can watch me toil through some of this crazy difficult belt spaghetti magic over here. So we actually need 6 belts going into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I mean, we have a 6 to 8 balancer here, I'm sure, and we could definitely use that. But then I also thought, well, should we have a 6 to 6 lane balancer, or maybe even an 8 to 6 lane balancer? Not really sure. I mean, here, do we have an 8 to 8? 8 to 8 T? I don't really see the difference. These are the exact same, but I don't know what the T stands for, but maybe it's definitely not balancer. So I think we're just going to go ahead with a 6 to 8 balancer, and that should do us pretty good here. So where are we going to put that? Probably, I mean, we could go right here. And then we could just cross with the belts with all 8. I think so. I think that's reasonable. And of course, downgrade that to just reds. And then we need a whole whack load of these undergrounds, which is totally fine. So let's get this show on the road. Okie dokie. Yeah, that's gonna work out pretty well, I think. And then we have 2 here. So yeah, I mean, just kick back and enjoy the music while I spaghetti some belts. Ooh, this is a little bit of a problem, is it not? That's not really too big of a problem, because we can just go like this, and then like that, and then oops, nope, we can't. So what if we do something like this, where we just extend this to there, and then we go down to there? That works. Actually, it ain't pretty, but it's working, and that's the main thing. So then we're gonna have to have, oh, is that 5? That's correct, yeah, because we got 1 1 2 1 2, so now we only have 3 left. So we can just drag this down there, and oops, and then drag this across, and this across. And then we're going to have 2 there and 1 final one way down there. So let's get this one over here, this one over here, and this one all the way down to over there. Is that correct? Did I overlap anything that I shouldn't have? Nope, that looks all good to me. So then the last final thing is going to be getting the actual, oh yeah, we're low on belts. Getting the actual belts of copper over there. So basically using all of the gears to build the underground. So maybe if I just turn the undergrounds down to 200, then that will actually help. Yeah, because we're only using maybe 20 or so at a time. So that will actually help once this fills up. I think it's 3. Yeah, 4. There we go. Oh, it's actually 2. So it's only 20 gears. Interesting. But yeah, now the gears are getting past here and actually getting to the belt production. So that's definitely what we need, because we're using a lot of belts. We're not using as many undergrounds as we are belts, but yeah, we definitely want a full belt of gears. Well, I guess half belt. It would be nice to have a full belt of gears feeding all of these machines, because, well, we've got the production, we just don't have the space to actually move it over there. So that's fine. That's fine though. So should we consolidate everything in, like, kind of up like this first? No, not really. I think if we consolidate it all down to, this should be 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, oops 1 2 3 4, there we go. Then maybe we can just kind of go like this. Maybe we should bring this up to there first, and we can do that kind of just right out of the gate. Oops, make sure they're facing the right way. Yeah, and then that way this one can come down just right here, and then we can have a bit of a 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah, a bit of a design kind of going on here, a little bit of order in the absolute spaghetti madness chaos that we have going on here, which is totally cool, right? I mean, sometimes you just gotta make it happen, and there's really no better way to do this. Like, you can't just like magically transport all this stuff over there. So wait, there we go. This is as close to magically transporting it over there as possible. So again, sit back, enjoy your cup of coffee and the dog barking over there. And we will, yeah, so we still have these two. And this, actually, we could just get this connected, like, right now as well. And that way we don't have to worry about copper getting down to over here. I mean, we probably could just go down and then across. Yeah, let's do that. That kind of keeps that other square clean and clear and under control. There we go. There we go. And you know what? I don't like that. I like it like this. I like it like this. That'll be just make me feel just slightly better about myself. There we go, and there we go. Oh, and perfect. That lines up just exactly where we want it to. And of course we have to do the same thing here. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Well, we can just go one more here and then go straight to... Oh, is this not fully extended? This is fully extended. Oh, nice, perfect. Okay, great. Yeah, so then that will get copper going to the red circuits, and slowly but surely, like right now, this is nice to get this started because it's going to just build a huge buffer of smelting. So get all the belts full, get all of the smelters full, get everything just full of all of the copper and everything, and yeah, that's going to help us out. So we'll slowly see that go down, and I guess that means we are ready to do oil. So I'm gonna go over there. I think we're gonna pretty much use the blueprint that I have, because like, we'll go through it, we'll take a look at it and see and make sure that the ratios are all correct. But realistically, I do not want to rethink the wheel here, reinvent the oil circle of life. So let's take a look at what I have here. So again, this is all based off of Nilaus blueprints from before, but I can actually switch that over. So I don't know why, because just sulfur just feels better over there. And then plastic, yeah, plastic can start kind of over here. So this is nice. So let's just stamp it down, and we'll see. We'll do things. We'll do things. So does that mean we're missing anything? Yes, we are missing the refineries themselves. The concrete, I think I would like to just actually delete the concrete for now, because I don't want it sitting there yelling at me for ages. And let's see here. Yeah, so let's just make a quick deleter to just delete concrete. Is concrete just not even in here? Is the tiles not even in here? That's not fair. Oh, tiles. There's a whole nother tab for it. So let's say all kinds of concrete and hazard concrete, and we'll just use that to, whoops, hey, why did this what is this here? Normal tiles are selected when no entries are always selected when tiles are never only. Okay, so there we go. And these little corners were just to kind of show me where you want to keep clear. You don't want to, and in fact I have a couple over here, but I decided that like later game we will get up to about here with the oil production, which is why I moved the tanks to over here. But even though the corners are just a little bit further, I decided it doesn't actually matter when I looked at the late game blueprint. And if I want to show you what I mean, like if we take this late game blueprint and flip it vertically to match everything, like we actually have room for those final beacons, but we probably don't even need those final beacons anyways. But this is kind of what it's going to look like later game. And in fact, yeah, at this point we should also have this be advanced oil production, which also means I think we need to go with the second city block, which has the advanced, oh, okay, there we go. And I just have to do this all over again, which is not a problem with this selector, this deconstructor, just so it's not yelling at me. And then that way we basically have oil. Now, is this going to match? Like, I don't know. I felt like the ratios have changed a little bit in Space Age, but I could be completely wrong. I just haven't done the calculations. So let's take a look at the calculations here and see like what exactly is going on. So let's see. If we're producing, we are producing 12 minus 1 petroleum, so 11. Sorry, okay, 11 petroleum per second times 5. Well, that part doesn't matter because that just goes right into the tanks, which we probably also need to build those. Can I build? Yeah, we're missing 5, so let's just build 5 of those. And okay, and then the light oil. Well, let's take a look at we have 5 times 5, so we have 25 heavy oil per second. Oh yeah, these two can definitely take that throughput. And these two, yeah, so they'll kind of always be a little bit, well, maybe that's why, like, if these, it could get kind of backed up if there is, because the way the system's working here, it's not allowing the heavy oil to go past into the heavy oil cracking until the lubricant is filled up. So I have this little control panel here for how much you want of each of these fluids, and that's kind of all connected through the wires to control these different pumps here. So for example, this pump here, this pump here as well, I think is controlled. Yeah, this is the green juice, the green jelly juice that's kind of in my head. Is it lube? Is my jar just full of lube? Or anyways, yeah. And so why do we have one red belt here? I don't know. It's because I upgraded it. I also think that this was a little bit, no, there's no output arms on these. right? Right? Well, actually there is. I don't know exactly what's going on with this because there's a little bit of inconsistency here in the blueprint. But I think if we do this, that should be totally fine. Because then it's trying to, yeah, like we actually, we actually don't want these maybe in this design. Because then these two will dump onto this side of the belt, and these two, and we can just remove these just for, I don't know, like we could have them there, but it doesn't really matter. And then that way, these two will dump onto the far side of the belt, and these two, well, four, I guess. These four will dump onto the far side of the belt. These four will dump onto the close side of the belt, and then vice versa here. And then we kind of have two belts, and it's not going to be, this is 2 per second, so this is 16 per second. So this is just over one full red belt, but we'll probably combine these two, or at least balance them, combine them, and still have two plastic belts going out. So I hope that makes sense. How much coal do they need? 1 times 8. So this needs like half a red belt of coal. So actually we should have a full belt of coal coming in. That's maybe a bit of an oversight on my belting up here, but I do want a belt of sulfur and coal going down there. But then do I just steal some coal from here? I think we probably could just steal some coal from here. So like do something like that, and then we could bring coal in from this side, which would actually maybe just be nice. So we'll take a look at that. We could even just do something like this where we bring the entire belt. I don't know, it seems kind of like a waste to when we could do something like this. Coal onto that left side, and then copy that, flip it, and then coal, and then we can have coal. Maybe this should be flipped, and then that, right? And then we can just have coal come up here, and everybody's happy. And then this, we just take, we cut this, we flip it horizontally, we delete that part of it, and then we upgrade all of the yellows to red. Yellow, 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 yellow. Okay, and then there we go. And then this can just go like that for now, actually. And so that will deal with coal, and then it's already connected with petroleum, so that's brilliant. We do need to, yeah, so just looking at the ratios though, back to that puzzle, I think that this, yeah, it's totally fine, because it is totally fine. It's totally fine. Like we could do some kind of circuit magic here to say only if these are working, if these are both working, then still pump but it's not necessary. But anyways, if we were to take a look at the amount of light oil that we get 45 here, because 9 times 5 is 45. And then let's say that we have 25 more, which would be 25 heavy oil at a ratio of like 75%. So 25 heavy oil will crack into 18.75 light oil. So then if we have that plus 45, so if we have 63 total light oil potential coming from both the refineries and the cracking of heavy oil into light oil, then we would have, oh, and this takes 15 each, so that's 30, 30, and then 75. So we definitely have enough throughput here to make sure it doesn't clog. The only thing is if we're relying on cracking all the heavy oil into lube, it might kind of stutter a little bit in the meantime. So that's something to watch. Now this here needs iron, so we actually need to bring in iron from here, which is easy enough. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bada bing, bada boom. And what the heck? Let's just upgrade all of these because they're supposed to be upgraded. And then that way sulfur comes out, and we can already just get that onto the belt with coal, which I believe is this one. And we could do this so that we can do that, and then we can do that. There we go. And then we'll have sulfur going all the way up. We don't need it down. We could get it going down as well, but we just really don't need it. And I'll put that in so that again we'll begin continue filling the belt. And would you look at that, we actually have green circuits. So I think what I'm gonna do is yeah, so we're just waiting on plastic actually for red circuits, so that would be nice to get that going. So let's build all of the chemical plants and refineries that we need. Let's actually get that going, because we need 37 and I have built I think 15. So we just need to get that party started. I guess here I'm just trying to think, should I just pipe the oil in from here? Like that would probably fine, right? As long as I have a pump coming like this way, then I should be able to just pipe this in here, and sure, yeah, like these will just kind of act as a reservoir, and it shouldn't actually matter. Like instinctively, I'd like to pump the oil up into the tanks and then back down into the refineries, but I don't think that's really necessary, right? So let's see here, what am I missing? Steel. So steel is on the way. I think that's also what I'm missing, even stone brick. So I do have to, I think I'm just gonna go up there and actually get the things that we need. Oh yeah, the robots are doing their job, but yeah, get myself up there and get these things built. Let's do it. Right. Look at all these bots doing my bidding. Man, it's cool just how much this base has changed now. Like this is, yeah, it's so much. Oops, do I have a limit on steel? I do actually, so I don't actually want that right now. Because yeah, we're building all of the things. Give me those, give me pipes. And how many more do we need? We have something like 18 building, 17. We need a lot. That's all I know. We'll just let those continue to build. 24. I don't think we quite need that many. There we go. 25, and we've already got 8. So even another 10 of those we can cancel. And just give me some of these bricks, I think is what I need for the refineries, and I almost have enough. There we go. 5 refineries is all I need for now. And this is super exciting. Like, look at this. We've got oil. We're gonna get lube on the... Should we get petroleum? Yeah, I think we actually don't really need petroleum on the bus, on the fluid bus. But perhaps... But we definitely want... derp, derp, derp. We definitely want whatever this is on the bus. We also need water on the bus. We need water to come into the oil processing area, so that's easy enough. Because we've already set up water, so there we go. We now have water. I think I'm just gonna go like that. Great, so then water will be solved. Crude is already solved as well. Yeah, so this when this is full, when the refineries are full, this will just start overloading and pouring into, because of the pumps and their pump action, it will fill up these tanks. So that's all we need there. We don't need to go up into the tanks and then back down like you would with a belt system, because it is fluids after all. Right, so lube we definitely need, and I think I'm just gonna make that the second one here, because lube is a man's best friend. Am I right? just kidding. Okay, sorry. And what is this? This is supposed to be water as well, actually. So, do we bring water in again, or do I just take it from here and bring it up? I think we can just take it from here and bring it up to there. There we go. So that's important. It's definitely something I would have forgot. And that also means here water needs to be water. We do also need water here, which is coming from here, which we could also just kind of come up from here to get our water in to that area as well. And that being said, like maybe we put a pump on this just for good measure, and yeah, that should be good. Like we probably don't need it, and we do have another pump there, and we have lots of pumps, like making sure that we don't get the big red pump line. And then we also have like quite a bit of water, like over like 3,600 water per second, and these really don't need that much, but I don't know, I just like pumps. Okay, they make me feel high pressure. And yeah, so now I think we've actually built all of our let's just drive down there and let's just do the placement ourselves. Like this is going to be glorious. This is a big step in the direction of getting rid of the starter base and moving. Dagnabbit. Would you just frick. I'm stuck. Okay, anyways. Where was I? So this is a big step in the changing over of our base from the starter base, moving into the actual, the real deal, the biggity jiggity, if you know what I'm saying, the base that will prevail. So let's get this all sorted. Here we go, placing the refineries. And oh, they just need water. I'm like, what do you mean fluid and grease? There's oil right there. They just need this pump. So, dagnabbit, I don't even have pumps. Give me a couple pumps. All right, there we go. No, beat you to it. Oh, power. There we go. Okay, so now look at all those flames. Flames. Excellent. Look at that. We actually have our first lubricant. We have our first light oil. And light oil is also going to be something we put on the fluid bus here. So that's important. And then maybe we can put petroleum just after light oil. I think that kind of makes sense. I don't think we actually need to go down with this stuff. Well, I know we don't actually need to go down, but whatever. I'm going to start it there anyways. And that's that. Now, sulfuric acid we also need on the bus because we need to... and then we also need it on a train. So that's a thing. Let's see here. And we're not actually pumping this out. this is the sulfuric acid is the only one that we're actually pumping out of here, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's just make sure that we can try to line this up as best as possible with the rest of them. And there we go. There we go. There we go. Excellent. So that's one. I think I still am kind of on the fence about putting the what's it called there, the purple juice on the bus, because like realistically, do we need purple juice on the bus? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but if I do put purple juice on the bus, it should be right beside the yellow juice. Am I right? Like, I don't know. They're friends. They're good friends. So you know what? Let's keep that in mind, and let's just put the sulfuric acid one space over in case we want to put purple juice on the bus later. All right, so that's that. And I think that actually means all we need to do is get, what are we waiting for here? No sulfur, no water. Why don't you have water? I thought I gave you water. Oh yeah, I like mostly gave you water. So that's an issue. But yeah, I think one of the last things that we'll do is get plastic over to those reds, and then we'll be like smooth sailing, super happy, if you know what I'm saying, right? Let's just get that there and then just build that to there. Right, perfect. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and now we have some purple juice piling up. We have some lube piling up, and we have some light oil piling up, and then we can control it all via this. And what is this doing? It's just taking the signal that we're giving it from the constant combinator. This is dividing it by -2 so that we get a -5,000. And why? I don't actually know why. It's been a while. And this is just saying the what is this saying? Let's see. And why is it connected twice here like that? That just irks me. Yeah, so why would I have this L here and then LO there for limit? What? Where am I using this? Oh, you know what? I actually think that... Right, so let's see. If this is greater... I'm doing a little bit more than just checking, like... Basically saying, so do we have output full? We don't have output full at all, which is nice. Yeah, because we are filling up with heavy oil, and that's the thing, is that these two cannot quite take the heavy oil that I'd like. But let's see if I can speed that up, because I'd like to be able to take, what did I say, 25? Yeah, 5 times 5 is 25. So if I just put a speed module in each one of these, that's just going to help get us closer to 24, which will just prevent, it'll turn this into lube faster, which will then prevent us from getting a little bit antsy with that stuff, getting too full on heavy oil there. So from there, I still haven't figured out exactly what these limits are for. It's been quite a while since I made this. So basically I'm saying, if this light oil is greater than half my limit, I'm saying if I'm more than half full of light oil, then I can crack it into petroleum, right? And this one doesn't do anything. These are not... Oh, this is interesting that I have... Oh yeah, okay, so that goes down to plastic. Oh, interesting. I didn't even build all of these. Oh, and I also didn't bring coal all the way up here, did I? Why is this... Why does this have... Oh, because of course it does, right? So I need to just take that away and then take this one up. And there we go. Now we've got a full belt of coal. And sure, like it's, you know, I'm like leaching from there. I probably should have just like another coal train coming in And we'll look out for that. Like we might have to do that at some point, but not right now. Not right now. Let's just get coal into place here and start building some plastic. This should actually be there. What am I doing? Great. Okay, and then this is certainly far enough. I think I end up doing this more. I don't know how many I'm gonna want to build, so let's just be crazy with it and go right up to there. And there we go. We've got coal coming in. Okay, and then why do I not have the amount of chemical? I thought I built more than anyways. So what's happening here is it's got two limits. So if it's less than 0, so if we want 10k, and then so it just sends 10k out there, and it says, okay, right now we're 3,000 away from 10k, right? So we're still cool pumping oil into there. But if we have more than half of our limit, then you're cool to actually crack some of this down and pump it into petroleum. And I think it's similar here, actually. Yeah, it's like saying if we have more than half of our limit of lube, then you're also cool to start cracking the heavy oil into light oil. And that actually does kind of prevent us from being backed up sooner. But yeah, then it also, on this one, it's going to say less than 0. Right. So if you do not have our limit, then you can pump lube into the lube tanks. But if you have more than half of our limit, then you can start cracking. So that's actually pretty smart. Like, dang, I didn't realize that I actually did that. So why are you not getting the... Oh, this blueprint does have a little glitch in it where this should actually be like that instead. Yeah, so that's something to be aware of. Always got to check your work, because then, you know, otherwise plastic is... Anyways, all right, plastic is on the way. Should we do... I think we should plan to just have 2 belts of plastic, and I think we're gonna plan to do like 3 greens here. Should I balance it? Should I balance it? Like, should I do like a 3? I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, I should probably do like a 4 to like I should probably bring all 4 lines of the greens onto the bus and then take 1 line off and then balance it. But I don't know, it does just, something seems nice about having this like direct bed just right into reds. Man, I can't believe this. Look at this. We're so close. All I have to do is get plastic over there. So let's just say if we have a balancer. Do we have a 3 to 3 balancer? Yeah, these ones 3 to 3 is pretty straightforward. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to just say 3 to 3, and we could do it closer to here because it doesn't really matter. There we go. Derp, 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 derp. And then this one can be up to there. Oh, no, close, but yeah. And then this one can go up to here, and then we can go straight across from here. And yeah, so I think like what I was trying to say is that I'm gonna have three green circuits and 1 red circuit, and we really don't need this part of the bus. So yeah, if we go like this, let's see here, we can go like this, and then this, we don't need this at all actually until over here. And we're gonna start the hub here, so we actually don't even need, like, reds maybe could come down to just be a little bit closer to the beginning, and that could be like this. And I don't even think we need to split it down in that case, right? I mean, this probably makes more anyways. I think we're good with that. I think that's going to be exactly what we want. And then that means that this ends up being, what does this end up being? This, we can do 2 plastics over on these 2, and then we'll do other stuff above there. So that gives us an idea of where exactly we want to have. Is that correct? I feel like that's not correct. It's this line. It's this line right there. Great. Okay, and then get plastic going here. Oh, can you feel it? I can feel it. It's we're almost there. No, don't do that, please. Okay. Okay. And then yeah, it's balanced there. So like we could balance by side, and we probably should actually. Is there a Rainquist's 2 to 3 lane balancer? Oh yeah, okay, there is. This is a 2 to 3 lane balancer that we should employ here, and we will employ that right here actually. And because sometimes plastic's a little bit funny like that. So if we just do this, then this, then there you go. We'll have it balanced by side, so that we won't get this issue where half of it is not being used. Okay, so then this actually, just to we have to stick to the rules. Like we cannot just go savage on this and start building wherever we want just because it's the beginning of the bus. Like, come on. We probably should, don't get me wrong. We probably should just build wherever we want instead of trying to vigorously stick to the rules. But, you know me, come on. We gotta do things the right way. And by that I mean the excessive way. Okay, and then this should be there, and then this should be, holy smokes. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Look at this. And yes, we're not, yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Right? We definitely don't need, we definitely didn't need to do that. It's probably a complete waste of gears, but makes me feel good, okay? I can sleep better at night. Okay, so if we do this, and this, then we should be able to do that, and that, and then we can do this, let's do this, just so that we can do that, and that is officially red circuit. Wait. That is officially red circuits plugged in. Would you look at that? Isn't that amazing? Holy smokes. This is the very beginning of a brilliant factory that is, yeah, it is, wow, this is huge. This is actually huge, right? Like this, we've got sulfuric acid, we've got oil, we've got lube, we've got red circuits, we even have sulfur over here that's not quite connected, even though it was supposed to be. But yeah, like this, bring me my, anyways, okay. So that's it for now. We are going to move on to the next episode. You will see those green circuits. The sea of green circuits is already flowing, but the sea of red circuits will start as I'm talking here. So, yeah, that's brilliant. We're going to extend this bus up. We are going to remove all of this old news stuff. It's going to be a huge job just to get some of this out, but first we need our hub here. So the next episode, we're going to focus on the hub design, because my hub design is still not quite built for space age. So it's just been kind of gobbled together, if you will. And I'd like to work on that. But otherwise, yeah, we have this great setup here. It looks like we are low on petroleum, which will fix itself slowly here as we end up filling up with all of the other good juice. But yeah, anyways, babbling jar. Let's go thank you for watching. Have yourself a great
Like and subscribe.
time, whatever time it is. And yeah, we will see you in the next one. All right, all right.